Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this cold Wednesday morning. As promised, that cold front definitely came barreling through the area late yesterday evening. The big coat, you definitely needed it out the door this morning. It is a completely different day today. Of course, yesterday we enjoyed that daytime high right up around 81. Today we will be struggling to make it to 50, though with a brisk northerly wind through most of the afternoon, your wind chill factors will be in the 30s and the 40s. So again, the big coat, yeah, you'll want to keep it around even as we go through the daylight hours. So again, plenty of sun today. That will be the one nice thing if you're maybe looking out your office window. The clouds build in for tomorrow, a pretty chilly day tomorrow. We do rebound the temperatures heading into the weekend, but I tell you what, the big weather story here, I'm still tracking some fluctuations heading into the weekend. We're going to talk about that here over the next few minutes as well. But again, let's go and talk about where we started this morning first of all. And these were your actual morning lows. You can see generally from Interstate 20 to the north, a lot of locations at or just below freezing. In fact, even over on the Fort Worth side of town, kind of flirting with that freezing mark. You can see DFW officially down to 35 degrees. Again, cold out the door this morning. So there goes the frontal boundary. Of course, that's what brought us the chilly weather here in North Texas, the fairly windy conditions overnight as well. Of course, the bigger story with that was the severe weather outbreak, near historic severe weather outbreak in the Deep South yesterday. Of course, the latest data so far this morning, unfortunately, continues to indicate up to 24 tornadoes, not confirmed yet. Again, initial information, and again, initially, the 2 fatalities as well. That number may still go up a little bit with some of the information coming in. So not good, obviously, in the Deep South. Prayers with the folks there. And again, you can see that complex of storms, really a squall line now, pushing through parts of the Florida Panhandle. Ongoing tornado watches there, even severe thunderstorm warnings in effect as well. On the northern side of that, up across parts of New England, there will be some rain, maybe even changing over to some snow up there. Of course, it all has to do with that big, deep storm trough. Wow, take a look at that. So that continues to pull off to the east. Obviously, all of that active weather moving away from us here in North Texas. We kind of have a slow go pattern, at least over the next 2 days. You can see not a lot showing up in the jet stream. There's the jet stream coming in right there. But what I'm really keying in on now as we get into this upcoming weekend, it's this next approaching PAC storm system, Pacific storm system. This will come diving in, but it's not going to move directly across North Texas, right? You can see it's going to take more of a northerly track up through the northern plains. So it's going to keep most of the cold air well to our north, but it is going to push a cold front into the area. And the cold front appears to have just enough oomph to make it into North Texas, but it's going to stall out and may even lift back to the north as a warm front as we go through Sunday. It's a lot of information there. So what do you need to know out of all of that? The weekend looks unsettled. There's going to be some clouds. There may be an opportunity of some rain, maybe some thunder around, and the temperatures may seesaw on us a little bit as well Saturday into Sunday, depending on exactly where that boundary sets up. And again, the weekend is still kind of an evolving forecast, not even completely locked in. So the low gray cloud cover, by the way, does build back in overnight. So for tomorrow, Thursday looks to be pretty gray. Thursday night into Friday, from the 35 corridor off to the east, there could be a few light showers. It's a 20 to maybe 30% opportunity. We clear the skies as we go through Friday. Temperatures jump back into the 70s, but then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, here comes that next frontal boundary. The weekend looks pretty cloudy. Like I mentioned, could be some showers, a few rumbles of thunder around. Again, we're still refining that weekend forecast. So more on that, of course, as the week rolls along. 40s this evening. It's going to be a cold evening. You'll definitely want to keep that big winter coat around. Otherwise, daytime highs here, like I mentioned, in the 50s, but we'll be struggling. It'll take really until late afternoon until we do pop there into the 50s around the area. Cold again tonight. Again, generally 30s around the area. Some locations back at that freezing mark. Clouds tomorrow. And again, temperatures, like I mentioned, just struggling into the 50s. So again, it's tomorrow night, Thursday night, into early Friday morning. We may see a few showers around the area. Then with the warming southerly wind kicking back in on Friday, we'll clear the skies as we go through the day. Temperatures jump. Look at that, back up to 71. And then as we get into the weekend, Saturday appears to be a little bit cooler. We'll try and rebound the temperature some as we get into Sunday. But the other piece of that, again, there could be some rain. There could even be some thunder around, especially on Sunday, if we do get that front to lift back to the north as a warm front. And then we warm up early next week before we potentially have a more significant front on down the road. More on all of this as the hour rolls along.